Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. Yeah. Today, we're back in our hardcore totemless survival world to get some stuff done, to make some kind of progress, and really to do whatever the hell we're trying to achieve, which is the completion of Seraphs Outpost. That is our primary and currently our only objective that I am allowing myself to use. With this, I am not allowing me to venture out anywhere unless I need resources, and I am making it so that I cannot set up an XP farm, I cannot set up another hub. It is this project or bust, and I'm doing that illicitly because it is very, very rare and infrequent that I actually finish any projects, and that hurts, honestly. So we are trying to do our best here in finishing off this project because, one, I'm enjoying it, and two, we are just terrible at it. We often get distracted and more often than not have frequently 10 to 15 projects going on at any given time. Now, I know what you guys are going to say, but you have all of these buildings that aren't complete. You have all these trees that aren't complete. You have all this terraforming that's not complete. It doesn't count, okay? Because all of this is part of the same build. So although I could break it up into smaller goals that are more obtainable, we are not doing that. We're just not, frankly. And that is absolutely fine because we want this to be good. We want this to be a project for the ages, and I want this to basically look good from everywhere inside and outside of our little forest kingdom here, because you will be able to see it from everything else that we build in this world. Well, not everything, I guess, but as we finish one thing, the goal is to make a path over to the next thing, and then it should be within shout distance, really. So we'll pick one of our cardinal directions or one of the diagonal directions, and that's fine as well. And we are going to travel, traverse, and conquer any direction that we feel necessary. We're going to make some kind of bridge or pathway or, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to do something, though, so that it will be really, really freaking cool. And I have never really done projects like that before, so I think it will be really good for me if we can complete this. Obviously, the nay factor in this one is if we were to die and lose our world, then we die. We lose our world. But that is 100% a-okay. I really enjoy the challenge of hardcore, and that's why I do it to begin with. So what we're going to do is just a lot of little tasks today that will gear us towards the completion, eventually. It's not going to happen overnight. It's probably going to take at least 2 to 3, maybe 400 more Minecraft days, realistically, to get it anywhere near what we want it to be, and that is absolutely fine. We have no time limit on this. We have no constraints other than rules that I have set forth for myself, and that is really how it needs to work. Because although I appreciate your opinions, or anyone's opinions that watches this, I also have this thing where I kinda don't really care, and I'm gonna just do what I want to do regardless anyway, so, that's how it goes sometimes. But enough gabbing, enough freaking gabbing. We're gonna make some progress, and in some fashion we'll be back in just a second. Look at that. We've made some progress. What we are currently working on is the paths for all the different things that are to connect together in this little base here. Pathing is significantly important as one of the first stages because if you don't do it, things could go awry very, very quickly. You want to be able to adjust things accordingly. So I think one of the most important things to do is to get done all of the pathing. Now, I don't necessarily mean that you need to finish it, because we have not had the amount of mud required to finish it for a long time yet. And so we're just kind of doing it little by little, but every single block that we change is really good progress. It allows us to continue doing this more and more and just hope for the best, really, because it is a lot of work. I will have to check because I feel like I have dug a lot of freaking dirt at this point, but maybe it's not as much as I thought. Regardless, we're getting the paths done so that we can get more houses in place. Once all of the houses are in place, that allows us to then put trees alongside of the houses, really. So it's not that simple, but in essence, that's what we're doing. We're taking all of our paths, we're adding a destination to the end of said path, and then in doing so, we are also creating space for the rest of the landscape, the trees, and all of that jazz. And I think that's a really good thing and good way to do it, but that is not the way I normally do the building. Normally, I just kind of practice chaos theory. I'm a little bit of everywhere all at once for no particular reason whatso freaking ever. And I don't know if you were able to catch this in that time lapse, but we did get the Iron Golem farm working again, which is freaking huge. Unfortunately for us, we appear to be having some Iron Golem problems now, and one out of like 5 golems seem to spawn outside the radius of which I thought they would no longer be able to spawn, which is just freaking delightful, honestly, because now we're going to have to build an even bigger building there to compensate for that, and that is just really a pain in the ass because, like, really, the building's already like 25 by 25. I already have no idea how we are going to make a building of that size and be detailed about it because I don't really do large buildings, but I do large builds. There's a distinction and difference between all of those things. So we'll have to figure that out and hope for the best. But we'll take questions and hopefully suggestions on that, and you guys will tell me how to fix it and how I can stop being a freaking idiot about it. Here we are, looking at our beautiful area from up above. And I gotta say, I am quite enjoying it. Though looking at the river from up here, I kinda hate it because it seems way too straight. So we may have to do something about that to figure it out. And here I figured out this path that I made looked really, really freaking terrible. But the rest seemed fine. If you do it at too steep of an angle, it just looks really, really bad. And that's really all there is to it. So let's make some more progress now, shall we? Oh yeah. Kicking it into super fast voiceover mode. You see me here trying to readjust the path that I kind of screwed up. Okay. I get it. I screwed it up real bad. It looked really terrible. But We figured out the correct angle, and that's the important part. And with all of these houses, I've realized something recently. We're going to kind of have to make some fake doors. Most of these houses you really are not going to be able to go into, such as this house here that we are using purely for, well, a wheat farm. And not even a good wheat farm because so far it doesn't work worth a damn. I genuinely don't know if we need the second villager in here or not. I don't know if it makes a difference, but the other one has the villager, and it seems to produce a lot of wheat. This one does not have the villager, and I don't think it's produced a single gram, a single schmeckel of wheat yet. And that's pretty terrible, honestly. So my thought process was, oh crap, they're using all of their seeds and they're composting it. So now I cannot do what I need to. So I tried to give them all seeds, hoping that would fix the problem at least a little bit. And we'll see if it actually will. But now we went back to go get more mud, more jungle slabs, and more mud bricks. And that is exactly what we are using for our pathway. I think it looks really good. It's kind of brown monotone, but that is actually a really good thing with this base because we are going to have a lot of greenery. There's going to be moss, there's going to be rocks, there's going to be trees. There's going to be like a whole schmetterling of leaves. And for those of you who are German speakers, that word does not make sense there. It means butterfly, but that's okay. I meant schmettering, and I said schmetterling. Yes, right. Anywhoozle. It's going to have more than enough green in it, so I figure I can get away pretty easily with having a mostly brown pathway because all the trees are going to be either reds, beiges, dark browns, or other colors. We probably will bring quite a few of them into this because, I don't know, I feel like it, I guess. So now I've decided, hey, we're not getting enough freaking wheat. What should we do about this? I am going to start planting farms because we're going to have these all over anyway, right? So we might as well start planting them right about now because it will help us significantly in the future. If every now and again we can just come over, harvest a single one of our little wheat farms, then we will be able to achieve the sheer number of the mud bricks that we actually need for all these pathways. And we're going to have to transition this pathway at some point, whenever we cross the river or whenever we start our next area of the project. We'll transition it into something else, or we'll keep it the same. I'm not really sure. Either way, we're probably going to need a lot of it, so that is why I made a second wheat farm. And I very much hope that it will actually work. Because if it doesn't, then we're kind of screwed. And we'll have to figure something out as to why it doesn't work, or maybe we can get some other kind of wheat farm that works better. Because people on the internet are way better at this type of thing than I am. So, that's just how the cookie crumbles, and that is 100% A-okay. Welcome back. Doing a little choppy, because these builds are very wood intensive. I didn't intend for any of them to be as laborious as they are, but they have been as of now, so now we're trying our damnedest to make sure these dang iron golems will only spawn in their box. Though I know that we do have a pathway connected up to it, and that is a slight problem. because they can spawn on the full block. So we're going to have to do something to alleviate that concern. But I don't know what that is yet. And all I am certain of is that the farm works at this particular moment, and that is a very, very good feeling. But if you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button, leave a comment, negative, positive, doesn't matter, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys got going on and what you guys think. And if you really, really enjoyed my dorky voice and weird sped up footage, as well as my Minecraft world, hit that subscribe button so that you can join in on the content. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Ciao.